the ingredients, when you look at what Optimus what's required to make Optimus and the various ingredients, what do you need to do to do high volume humanoid robot production? I think it's worth considering that really the cars we make are already robots, but they're four-wheeled robots. So Tesla is already the biggest robot manufacturer in the world because every car we make is a robot. And when you break it down to the fundamental elements, you've got batteries, power electronics, motors, gearboxes. You've got connectivity. You've got a vision-based AI. Hi, Optimus. And all the various pieces that you need for a humanoid robot. You need the AI chip. You need the AI software. You need to be able to manage a large fleet. And so really Optimus is a robot with arms and legs as opposed to a robot with wheels. So Tesla's ideally suited, I think, to succeed in this arena. You will see certainly many companies showing demonstration robots. There's really three things that are super difficult about robots. One is the engineering of the forearm and hand, because the human hand is an incredible thing, actually. It's super dexterous. So engineering the hand really well, the real-world AI, and then volume manufacturing. Those are generally the things that are missing. One or more of those things are missing from other companies. So Tesla is the only one that has all three of those. Yeah. So, yeah. So this is the Optimus kind of initial. It's kind of the prototype production line. The high volume production line will be very automated, obviously, but this is really the production line that we use to make the prototypes. So you can get a sort of rough sense for what it takes to build the robot. And then, as I've said before, I think once we reach about 1 million units per year of sustained production or in excess of that, I think probably the cost of production is around $20,000 in current year dollars. So this will be certainly very affordable. Yeah, like I said, I think Optimus will ultimately increase the size of the economy probably by a factor of 10 or more. Next year we start production with Optimus version 3. What you're seeing here is Optimus version 2.5. Optimus 3 is an incredibly good design. The Tesla engineering team is amazing. When you see Optimus 3, yeah. It will seem as though that there's someone like a person in a robot outfit, which is how we started with Optimus. It really is going to be something special. And then Optimus 4, that hopefully starts production in 27, and then Optimus 5 in 28. So it's kind of like an annual release cycle with significant improvements with each one and gigantic increases in the scale of production. So, yeah, sustainable abundance via AI and robotics. That's the future we're headed for. But if you said down the road, would you be able to, say, with the neural link, have a snapshot of, or at least an approximate snapshot of somebody's mind, and then upload that approximate snapshot to an Optimus body? I think that at some point that technology becomes possible, and it's probably less than 20 years. Yeah. But of course, you won't quite be the same. Be a little different. because you'll be in a robot body, and the mental snapshot will not be precise. It'll be probably pretty close, but not exactly the same. On the other hand, are you the same person that you were 5 years ago? Nope. I mean, a lot of things have changed. Yeah, but I guess at some point, if you want to be uploaded to a robot body, my guess is that becomes possible.